Are you looking at implementing a lead generation system to help you stand out and promote your travel biz online? Then this is the perfect episode for you. Hey, I'm Steph, and I'm obsessed with all things travel, marketing, branding, and helping you stand out from the crowd. In just under 2 years, I went from being a home based travel agent with zero clue how to make it work in the digital world to launching an international ranking travel podcast and creating an online course to help travel agents in lead generation. Here's one thing I know for sure: there has never in the history of the world been a better time to create the travel business you've always wanted. All you need is an actionable strategy and someone to show you the way. Picture this: we're going to spend the next hour of our time together at the Swim Up Pool Bar, where over a cocktail, we deep dive into travel-related topics, mixed with a little classroom training. This show is dedicated to encouraging you to step outside of your comfort zone and into your travel business. I'll show you how I did it and how you can too. Hit subscribe now and let's get into it. If you're a travel agent wanting to stand out in the digital world but you struggle with consistency, tech isn't your jam and you have no idea where to start, join my free masterclass where I talk about exactly this. Head to stephaniemyers.academy/masterclass. You're listening to Unplug in Paradise, the podcast. Hello and welcome back to Unplug in Paradise. I am your host, Stephanie Myers. I have had so many agents contact me in the last few weeks, especially now that we're gravitating toward a brand new travel movement, which is so very exciting and we are so ready. Travel agent friends from everywhere have been reaching out asking questions about lead generation. What is it? What is it? Why is it important for me to have inside of my travel business? So today's episode is dedicated to answering the most popular asked questions that I've gotten asked when it comes to standing out as a travel agent in the digital landscape. So let's dive in. Are you ready? Before we begin today's episode, would you please join me while we recognise the generations of the local Aboriginal people of the Bundjalung Nation who have lived in and derived their physical and spiritual needs from the forests, rivers, lakes, and streams of this beautiful valley over thousands of years as the traditional owners and custodians of these lands. In today's episode, I'm going to start with addressing the elephant in the room. And what better way than to just dive straight into the topic? So, what is lead generation? What is a lead generation system or strategy? You've seen the term, you've heard the term floating around, and you may follow a few different business coaches and mentors on social media or other podcasts who rave about lead generation and how it's evolutionized their business and so on. So, what actually is it? Well, to give you a really broad definition, there is an article from Salesforce, Australia and New Zealand. So I'll drop the link in the show notes, which just so happens to offer a really good overall outline of what the lead generation concept entails. So it states: lead generation is the process of gaining the interest of a potential customer in order to increase future sales. It is a crucial part of the sales process of many companies. They are potential customers with whom a company has not yet done business with, but who have given reason to believe that they may want to in the future. Now, typically, that overview would be able to provide the regular business owner a pretty clear insight into what they would need to do to introduce their marketing strategy to implement a lead generation system into their business, right? So most people would know straight off the bat what it is that they needed to do. But for us travel agents, we know that we are just not some regular or even traditional typical business owner. Our role is actually far more complex than that, and we know that we are publicly seen as being everything to everyone. We can offer anything from a taxi and dinner reservations to round the world cruises. We offer everything from money exchange and tourist visas to back to back tours, from point to point airfares to booking the most complex, independent, custom made, off the beaten track experience you've ever seen. So, we don't just specialize in one or two sectors. We we have to we have offered everything for so long. Um, one or two sectors could look like, rail and cruise, or point to point airfares and round the worlds, like you only specialize in airfares. Or you only specialize in a destination that has multiple destinations like Europe, Asia, or the US. Or even you just specialize in a specific island group in the South Pacific. We are everything to everyone. But one thing you would have noticed in your time in the industry is that every single supplier that we work with, every single one, whether it be a car hire company, a cruise line, a tour operator, hotel chain, airline, or small group touring company, they all have one thing that travel agents don't have. Are you ready for the truth bomb? Well, that, my friends, is a niche target market. They are all different, but we aren't. We are expected to sell it all. So, if this is one of those big aha light bulb moments for you, then yes, you know that this is true, and you've most likely not realized this until pre COVID, exactly where your passions lie within your business. So, what is it that you like talking about with your clients? What really lights you up when you are educating your audience? What is the most rewarding for you in terms of job fulfillment? And why have you set out to be a travel agent or own your own travel agency to begin with, right? So, questions I get all the time are: Steph, where do we go to from here? Have no idea what's going on. How the hell can lead generation work for us? What can I implement into my marketing strategy that gives me that edge? What is something that I can do right now to enhance my point of difference? How can I share my passions, my niche, and showcase my skill set all at the same time while working towards creating a business that is in alignment? Good question. So, we're going to break it down. Hey, I hope you're enjoying the episode so far. I just wanted to pop in to invite you to my free masterclass where I'll be sharing my exact 3-step system to building a rockstar personal brand that attracts your dream clients into your database so you can step up into your travel biz, own your authority, and grow your online presence. And not only that, but you'll also get your hands on my entire Travel Agent Runway framework for standing out in the digital world without the tech overwhelm and not knowing where to start. Want in? Head to stephaniemyers.academy/masterclass and save your spot now. See you there. So, the topic of lead generation is a massive one, and one I have really big love heart eyes for. So, to keep it as relative and relatable as possible, I've broken it down into 3 moving parts. The first being uncover. So, the first thing you're going to need to do is uncover what it is that you actually really love talking about in your travel business. For example, you might be a little bit like me, ocean cruising obsessed, and majority of your clients have some sort of cruise component in all of their bookings. Or you love beauty and wellness and you're leaning on toward the health retreats and more like-minded style of travel. Or you may have an affinity for and deep love for Africa or Egypt or Italy or Northern Europe. Nonetheless, whatever your passion is the thing that you need to start uncovering, because that is where your passions lie. And if you have several, then you'll need to find a way how you can either blend them all together to form your unique style, or just concentrate on one that you know you're going to get the most ROI on. Next up is unveiling your expertise into the world and delivering it to your audience. Now, travel agents, we are in the business of making sales, right? So, how can we do this without coming across salesy or sleazy? No one likes that. Well, that's when you'll need a little bit of strategy. So, in this unveiling phase, we are now in an effort to gain the interest of your potential client in order for you to increase those future sales and future proof your business. So, how do we do that? Well, firstly, you've got to lead with service and value. Something travel agents always tend to wave the flag for, but even more important now. Because what you are offering your ideal client or community is something that you will need to digitally create, that your ideal client wants, needs, and can't live without now or in the future. So, what are some of the great gems of advice that you could collate and provide to your audience in order for them to keep you in front of mind when they want to travel? If you can think of anything straight off the bat, then well done for you. If you can't, that's okay. I myself have a free cheat sheet to assist you with exactly this if you're looking for a quick win, actionable strategy that you can quickly implement into your business. So if you do want your hands on that, you're welcome to head over to stephaniemyers.academy/cheat sheet to gather ideas on how you can lead with service, value, attract your perfect fit clients into your database and ecosystem for you to love on them and nurture them until the time is right and they're ready to travel. Lastly, you're going to want to unleash your digital product by offering it to your target audience and starting to attract your perfect fit clients who are like minded, share the same passions, who are in alignment with who you are, and not only vibing with exactly what it is that you're offering, but vibing with you as a person and brand for your travel business. So let's do a quick rehash. Lead generation is the strategy or system you implement into your marketing strategy to attract and gain the interest of potential customers who have the intention to buy what you are selling. Mouthful, I know. You can do this by uncovering what you're most passionate about, which will align closely with you and your niche. Unveil your niche to your target audience by creating a digital offering that leads with service and isn't sleazy or salesy. And lastly, unleashing your digital product into the world and start attracting your perfect fit clients into your ecosystem who relate to you and your vibe and are aligned with your travel business and the direction that you want to go in. So it's all about creating a business that you're proud of, creating a business that you're passionate about, and creating a business that doesn't, ever feel like work to work in. If you're wanting to download an online version of today's show notes, you can head over to travelbystephanie.com.au/34 for the lead generation, how you promote your travel biz online episode details. And I would love to invite you along to join my free masterclass to steal my 3-part travel agent runway framework and how to stand out in the digital world. If you want to sign up, head to stephaniemyers.academy/masterclass, and the link will be in the show notes as well. Also, if you're enjoying the podcast, please consider subscribing to Unplug in Paradise on Apple Podcasts or Spotify. And if you're feeling extra generous, please leave me a 5-star review and rating. I love reading them all and they absolutely make my day. Thanks for tuning in, and I will see you next week for more travel agent tips, tricks, mindset, motivation, and practical advice mixed with a little classroom training. See ya. Bye.